Get out the fishing boat. Gas it up. Book your tee times. The Nets season is over. Finally. And in the very end, they could not even muster enough heart or grit or guts to even win one playoff game. The team that so many people were hyping to win an NBA championship couldn't even win a single playoff game. And do not come in here and tell me that they were close in all 4 games. They got swept. They got run out of the postseason without a single win. The team that was supposed to be the last one standing is the first one out. The Lakers barely had time for a few rounds of golf before the Nets joined them. And it was not like Scott Foster and the refs didn't give the Nets a chance. They did everything they could. They did what Brooklyn couldn't do all series. They took Jason Tatum out of the game. And the Celtics still won. But as always, the very best part of the Nets is not what's on the floor, it's what's off it. They are losers on the floor, but they're the 96 Bulls off of it. Man, how about my dude Kyrie Irving? How about the part-timer throwing himself a full-time pity party after the game? No, I don't know. No, you did not. Are you blaming the media for you guys getting swept? Because that's sure as hell what it sounds like. I've said it before, I'll say it again right now. This guy, man, this dude. Are you blaming the media for getting swept? Just when you think that Kyrie cannot get any more Kyrie, he blames the media for the sweep. He blames the media for his team failing to win a single game in the postseason. Except this was not about the media. You and KD got together to win titles. You didn't get together to get swept in the first round. You teamed up because you both know that you're not tough enough to win a title on your own. You both know you're, to quote Charles Barkley, bus riders. So this is not about the media. It's about you. The media weren't the ones with, quote, caffeine pride before the series, talking about how good it was going to be to play the Celtics without Robert Williams. That was coming from your own locker room. The media didn't do that. You did. But then again, you were barely around your teammates this year, so you probably couldn't tell. And I love the guy who refused to play for most of the season is saying, quote, hopefully we don't run into any barriers. The guy that was gone for a giant chunk of the season saying, I hope we don't run into any barriers. Yeah, hopefully no one in this locker room will find a reason to quit on my team. Says the guy who quit on his team. If you're a Nets fan hoping that he would finally actually quit, that he would bounce after this horrific season, keep on hoping because you are stuck with this cat. After the game, he declared his loyalty to a team that he quit on for most of the season. Did you just say our franchise is going to be at the top of the league for the next few years? You just got swept out of the first round. But you're going to be on top of the league for the next few years. You're at the bottom of the middle of the league. The Houston Rockets have about as much of a claim to be, quote, at the top of the league for the next few years as you do. But of course, Kyrie wasn't going to stop being Kyrie. He was going to double down on being Kyrie. You see, the part-timer's not just re-signing with the Nets. He's giving himself a promotion. This dude really is the most hilarious guy on the planet. I mean, I hear that, and I don't want the Tibbs laugh. That's not enough. Even the Tibbs laugh will not do that justice. Part-timer nearly single-handedly derailed that season. And yet now he's promoting himself to co-owner. Joe is the team owner. Sean is the GM. And now Kyrie and Kev are Sean's bosses. The quitter is making himself the owner. Talk about rich. He's missed more games than he's played as a Net. But now he's going to make himself co-owner. Man, I love this guy. I absolutely love this guy. He is so oblivious, so high on his own exhaust that he doesn't see how utterly absurd that is. And how about him carefully editing out Steve Nash from any role in the Nets going forward? Because, of course, he would. Look, I'm not saying Nash has done a great job, but Nash has been handed a crap sandwich of personalities and talent and couldn't make it work. But if you look at that team and you think that Nash is the problem, then your name is probably Kyrie Irving. And the best part about promoting himself to owner is I guarantee if they don't win it all next year, he'll say he had nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. It'll be on his teammates. It'll be on the media. It'll be on anything and anyone except him. So credit to the part-timer. There was almost a brief moment of clarity when he acknowledged that the impact of his choice to not play had a negative impact on the team. All right, first of all, it wasn't that you weren't able to play. You chose not to play. We were trying to exercise every option for me to play. Yeah, every option except the most obvious option. You know, the one that nearly everybody else in the league took. And you want to talk about rich. Freaking rich is him saying, I never wanted it to be just about me. That's his quote. I never wanted it to be just about me, when all this guy ever does is want everything to be about him. How else do you explain everything that has happened in his career over the past few years? And his decision to promote himself to co-owner last night. Yeah, I know. KD, Kyrie, and Ben don't want any of this to stick to them, but it does. And they're never getting over it. One guy's been glossed a bus rider. The other is a part-time player and a full-time quitter. And the third guy's never even been on the court. Good luck running it back again next year, fellas. I cannot wait to see what that looks like, and I can't wait to hear all the new excuses y'all are going to come up with. I almost wish the Celtics tanked Game 4 just to call Ben's bluff, to see if he would suit up. And then when he didn't play Game 5, then call the bluff again and tank Game 5 too. I mean, to me, what's funnier? How hilarious is it that the two preseason title favorites, the Lakers and the Nets, won a single play-in tournament game between them and 0 playoff games?